YouTube, the new Nekroz support is here, and Nekroz is finally top tier copium. It's funny how we got all the cards we needed. I mean, not all the cards, right? There's still some cards missing, but we got Manju, we got the freaking Trishula, and the deck is still, rogue. It's a decent rogue deck, at least. It's won a tournament, the AU weekly and stuff. So yeah, at least it's a good deck now. So yeah. So I went with this free-to-play option. Have all the cards. I'm not the biggest Nekroz enthusiast, so for that reason I just played the cards that I had. And you maybe have the cards as well, because you get Brionic in the Book of Moon box, so why not play them as well. So yeah, I have 2 Brionic, you would want to play 3. I have 2 Trishula, you would definitely want to play 3. Now 1 Valkyrus, it's limited to 1. I'm playing 1 Gungnir because she's a best wife. I mean, because it's a nice discard to have, and it can be a nice card on the field, and she's a wife. I mean, next up we have 3 Manju. I have 2 Glassy. Wow. 3 Manju is pretty needed because it's your main searcher, basically. Searches for anything in your deck. It basically puts together your whole deck. Then we're playing 3 Shirt. You need 3 because it's one of your best cards. You would want to use them. You would want to use him really for your ritual summons. You basically only ritual summon with him. You want to play one. Actually, you want to play one Zephyr Saber dude. Why? Because it's a searchable. It's a monster, but a ritual spell. And the thing is that Brionic searches for only monsters, monster Nekroz cards, which means it can search for him. So in other words, it searches, Brionic can in this way search for a ritual spell, which is amazing, So you want to play at least 1. Then we're playing Triple Veil. It actually works very well with the structure of the deck, and it actually works very well with the skill, which is Draw Sense Light, which is basically Draw Sense Manju, which is pretty nice, So you actually, with Veil, you trigger the skill, you will survive, which can be an issue for Nekroz, so having the disruptions on the board to survive, besides the Valkyrus. And then with Manju you can potentially have rank 4s, rank 4 exceeds, which is pretty nice. So yeah, I definitely liked the Veil engine. Veil plus Draw Sense Light engine, pretty nice. Then we're playing Double Cycle and Double Mirror. Your best ritual spells, I guess. I'm not sure about the other ritual spell, the Kaleidoscope. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. I saw this in the Nekroz Discord that people play Cycle and Mirror, so I decided to play them. I decided to just switch the deck a bit for myself. And the extra deck is this. You don't really need much. I would only recommend Malevolent Sin, Diamond Dyer. I actually did use Heraldry, which is funny. So yeah, you don't need the extra deck. So the deck is very free to play, which is an amazing thing. I would like to stress out again, this is not the optimal list. The optimal list I don't have, but yeah, the optimal list would probably use the Senju dude, and you would use triple Brionic, triple Trishula, and yeah, but this is a fun version, fun OTK version. We OTK'd sometimes, okay, we OTK'd, so it's an OTK version. It's actually pretty fun, not gonna lie. I really like the deck, to be honest. I didn't expect that I would enjoy it so much. I think that tells you well what my opinion on Nekroz is. But yeah, it's a fun, coggable deck, very cheap. So yeah, if you enjoy the deck, if you enjoy rituals, yeah, you will enjoy the deck. But that said, now it is time to do. Because you played Draw Sense Light, It is now time to revive our best waifu. Odion! Let's go, Odion best deck. I swear, people were literally scooping when they saw Odion. They were like, nah, bro, I'm not down for this. Anyways, we don't open the best hand here, but we can go for some plays. We can go for the Gungnir, who is protected by Trishula from the hand, and with the shirt we can search and we can set up the protection, right? With the Baryonic, yeah, we can search for the Valkyrus, and we have a decently protected board, you know. So yeah, let's see. We're playing against Clock Heroes. Against Yep Clock. So the thing is, we could have destroyed the clock here, which isn't a decision to make. Maybe we should have. I wanted to banish it with Trishula. Non-targeting banish it. So yeah, he sets 3, okay. We tap the mirror, which is pretty nice. We can banish the dude. And now with Trishula we can banish. Unfortunately we didn't banish the best, but yeah. He has enemy controller, so his backer is probably dead, and he scoops. So yeah, we take those. I think I could have done better here, but for the hand we got, I think we did alright. So yeah, GG. Also, if you're new to the channel, I would definitely recommend you subscribe, because reasons, okay, because reasons. And the reasons are, I'm basically one of the only YouTubers left, you know, wannabe YouTubers at least, owning Duel Links. So if you enjoy Duel Links content, you know, stick around, because if I don't get any support from you guys, I won't be able to make a video, to continue videos like this. So yeah, and it does help you to not miss out other videos like this. So yeah, hopefully you decide to stick around. But anyway, we're playing as freaking, what the hell is even that? Element Heroes, Neospatians, I have no clue. I guess, both. So the thing is, the favorite hero makes his monster untargetable. How will we ever fare against that? Well, Trishula doesn't target, which is amazing, because it can literally banish the dude, banish a card from his graveyard and from his hand. So this is the power of the new boss monster Trishula. It's amazing, you know? It's goated. So yeah. So you may ask, why does this deck then suck if, you know, if it's this powerful? Well, the thing can be, of course, it can feel a bit frail, especially when you don't have disruptions. And disruptions in this meta are so needed, you know, because there are a lot of decks that can pick apart your deck. That's why, you know, everyone is playing. Basically the format is that you have to play a small engine plus back row, you know, and the best engine you have, the probability is that your deck is the best, like Phantom Knights, you know, like Magnets, like all those decks. The exception is, of course, decks like Abyss Actors, but yeah, I don't think even Abyss Actors are that good, because, like I said, they have a kinda big engine and they can't really run disruptions, so yeah. So yeah, as you can see, the deck is actually pretty fast, you know. I went through a lot of duels very fast. I mean, you know, you're gonna lose a lot of duels also fast, but yeah. I guess if you like fast duels, speed duels, here you go. Nekroz best deck, confirmed. Top tier Copio. Okay, so we're playing against Phantom Knights. And the good thing is they don't have their Fiendish Chain, you know, Fogblade set up. In other words, we can potentially OTK here, depending on what back row he has. We assume he has one back row removal and one, you know, disruption. So here we search for the Trishula, and he doesn't know that we have another Trishula in hand, you know. You don't want to reveal, so you do want to summon if you search for a Glassy Trishula, you want to summon the Glassy Trishula, in other words. This is a small detail that does come up sometimes, you know. You want to use the card you search, so you don't reveal you have another one. That's actually a pretty nice lesson. I would definitely stress this out to remember this, as it does come up definitely, yeah. Especially against good duelists. He Cosmic Cyclones here. We don't care. Okay, weird flex, but okay. I mean, he had to, you know, he had to do that because, yeah. Otherwise, we have follow up, and yeah, he doesn't. We don't have anything in the deck that he would want to, you know, Cosmic Cyclone. So yeah. Trishula can activate now. He decides to book, and now we can use our second Trishula that we searched. You know, if we revealed, for an example, in this specific scenario, I think this is a great scenario to showcase this. If we revealed that we have another Trishula in hand, if he knew that, then the obvious book would here be to book Manju, so he survives. You know, we don't have lethal with Trishula. In other words, then he can survive, and potentially next turn he can do a lot of things with the card he top decks, you know. So yeah, I think this is a great example of this being relevant, of you know, not revealing that we have another Trishula in hand. So yeah, pretty nice replay for that. Yeah, Phantom Knight's best deck folds down to tier 6 Nekroz. Nah, just kidding. Tier 5 Nekroz. Let's see. Also, the good thing is people don't know what the deck does. So, and like the deck has a lot of effects. All of them have many different effects. Okay, 7 win streak. Damn. I wonder what he's playing. Surely something original. Surely something original. Oh my god. Harpy ladies. What? Who would have thought? Very original. So the thing is, against Harpy ladies here we have the, you know, an amazing, we can do amazing things against Harpies here. With Brionic we can search for the Trishula, we have already the Shurit, and we can potentially, probably not OTK here, but what we can do is banish his card, non-targeting and banish. We can banish from the graveyard probably Harpy Lady 1, so he can't, you know, reuse it. And then yoink a card from his hand, which is probably GG against Harpies, you know. That's 3 resources, that's huge, you know. That's the power of Trishula. And also we can grab with the Shurit, we get a search. So let's see. Shurit searches. Okay, so he has Fiendish Chain, the only card that basically stops us from banishing here, you know, from doing a lot of damage to them. Of course, he doesn't have anything else, you know, no book, no floodgate, no nothing, just exactly Fiendish Chain. But that's okay, because we have, you know, we are protected with Whale. We can search, you know, then we can grab the freaking Manju, and we're also protected with Valkyries. So yeah. And also the thing is that he will probably bounce our Trishula, so we will get that back. And we also have the cycle if needed in the graveyard for follow-up, you know, and the Shurit in the graveyard. So yeah, we have the pretty nice setup. Okay, Oracle, he can go with the Perfumer. He can get the freaking 2 cards actually, because he has a slash on the board. That's pretty good for him. Okay, he can go for the slash. He can activate Harpy's Feather Rest, return three Harpy ladies, now bounce. You know, he has to bounce basically if he's not Malevolent Sinning. You know, he doesn't have really destruction of monsters. He will either banish it or bounce it back, which is great for us, you know. Also, an amazing thing is he attacks with Harpy Lady 1. I mean, it wouldn't matter at all, to be honest. We can now Veil. The thing is, we could have not Veil here and just, you know, have a free cycle. But yeah, I decided to Veil here. Why? You will see. Now we activate Valkyries with the skill. The best thing is he doesn't have any back row left, so we can potentially do a lot of damage right now. So we can draw into Manju. With Manju, search for the mirror. We can exceed into heraldry. Let's go, let's go. We can pop 2 of his slash. That's amazing. With Brionic we can grab the Trishula, we can Nekroz mirror, banish the Shuret, go into the Trishula, now banish a card from hand, field and graveyard. So now he's basically dead because Harpies only play 1 Feather Rest because it's recyclable. And now they can't really reuse it, which means, and most decks, like all decks, only play 2 slash, which means they're out of their boss monster. And we also have heraldry on the board. The only bad thing is he has 5,000 life points, so we can't OTK, but you know, we basically just win. So yeah, that was a pretty nice showcase of what Trishula does and how good the deck actually can be sometimes, even when we were negated by the freaking Fiendish Chain. And finally, the last duel. It all comes down to this. I draw. This isn't the time to let up. Heart of the cards. I set a card. Another horror awaits you. Merrick. Oh fuck, okay. Anyways, we're playing against a kinda tough matchup because they usually don't, I mean, they're gonna have to put cards in the graveyard, but it's kinda hard matchup, especially he has 2 back row, he has actually the Izna, so he can start getting advantage, and also the bad thing is we don't have disruptions really. So in other words, disruptions kill Yosenjus, and we don't play disruptions at all basically, you know, so that's kind of tough for us, but yeah. We can search for the mirror, we can discard the Brionic, grab the Trishula, we can ritual summon with the Shuret into the Trishula. With the Shuret we can search, so he basically knows that he has to activate now, because otherwise we can draw into, we can with the Shuret search for the Trishula and then we can negate, and then he can't activate, and if you know, all of his back row is negated. So that's a nice play from him. I don't know why he's playing this skill, to be honest though. I really don't know what's up with that. But the good thing is we're completely set up with Veil, we can for 100% survive, you know, and that's amazing. So my misplay here was I didn't activate the mirror from the graveyard. That was a definite misplay. I was thinking like, yeah, sure, I can activate it next turn, you know, we have time. I'm just gonna activate it next turn. But the thing is, if I Veil, I can't then activate the mirror, so that's a definite misplay from my part. You know, a card less can be huge. We can Veil now. Okay, all of their things go back. We decide to not activate the skill here because we already have the Manju. Okay, we can search for the mirror. He MSTs here. Why? That's actually a nice play here. Many people wouldn't think of that, but my Trishula can't banish. Okay, so if you read here, my Trishula can banish exactly 3 of the opponent's cards. So if he doesn't have a card on the board, there's nothing for us to banish on the board, so we can't banish from his hand, in other words. So that was a nice play. But we are kind of set up here, you know, we have the Gungnir, so this is our only form of disruption, and that's why we went with the Gungnir, not because it's the best waifu, if the card will show, okay. Not only because it's the best waifu, but also because it's a form of a disruption, which is amazing. And also we can grab the Valkyries, we're protected with the Trishula, you know, that's pretty nice. Nice setup we have there. Okay, now we can pop so he doesn't bounce our Malevolent Sin. He searches for the OEM, and we didn't feel any delays afterwards with the Kytroid, so we assume that's his only hand trap, you know, and because he searched for the OEM, we can assume the same. And now we can use the skill to get our Manju. We can search for the cycle. and we can swing in. The good thing now is because he summons the OEM, we can just chain Gungnir, destroy the OEM, and attack for lethal. So yeah, that was a pretty nicely played game, even though we were playing against not the best matchup, and he did open pretty well with opening Isna right away. So yeah, nicely done, I would say. Thanks, bro. No problem, bro. That's the meme with the Obama giving himself the medal. But anyways, that's gonna be it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you will enjoy the deck if you decide to play it for yourself. It was very fun for me. And yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.